Fancy. I don't want that. I don't want it. Fancy stuff. Fancy stuff. A new streamer who this. Sorry about the weirdness. I don't know how to get rid of this. Do I press it? Do I not press it? Hello there. Let's have a little chit chat, shall we? Let's have a little chit chat before I go for a nice little I think. Where is that remote? Let me activate the Skynet program because this you crazy. Well, at least I've got like a friggin' face or something like that one. Well, let me just load up the Skynet program because whoa. Oh yeah, I forgot about whoa. Noise. Finally, I can do chat. So, IRL streams have been improved a little bit, and nobody told me. When did this happen? Like, when did this happen? Hello from redacted cam, view cam. Here. But have they fixed this now? Hey, hello there. Oh dear. You know when you sat down for a while? And then, oh boy. Well, hello there. Well, let's do some little chit-chatting. By the way, last time you saw me, I never took a shower. I never changed my clothes. I'm a hobo, you see. This is what happens when your ex-wife dumps you and flumps you and whatnot. As well, this is happening. How do you guys like the new look? Well, a few things are gonna get off my chest. Few things is, where have I been for a while? Well, you see, being a retired YouTuber and a almost retired Twitch streamer, you know, you don't really care about streaming, which is really great, you know. You don't really. Hang on a minute. Oh, please tell me if I can. No way. Oh, fuck you. I'm gonna have to do this. But the new UI is a pretty much cool new UI. Anyways, what I was saying. Well, being a retired YouTuber, I retired way back in 2013, by the way, and a lot of people wanted me back, and now I said to them, nope, I'm not coming back. You come back. Why do you? No, why do you? No, why do you? Why do you? Why do you? And then why do you? Anywho, as I was saying, you gotta, you occupy yourself with the family life, you know. My dad just recently came back from redacted country, and I thought, look after him. Seeing as I'm back in my parents' house. Oh boy. So, I'll give you guys a quick update. That's where I've been. Looking after my dad and doing my thing and whatnot. Few things happened to me during this time. I became ill. My second cost of living payment came. £324 from the government. I was this close of buying a PS5, but then my greedy gambling head just got in the way and be like, gamble it all away and see what happens. See if you can get richer faster and see if you can get more stuff for your PS5. Turns out I didn't get anything. I gambled it all away. Gambling is bad. Okay? Just ask those streamers that get banned. And I've been just lurking around, working on my roleplay storyline. And nothing more to be said. I've created now the final Days character in the Days family of my roleplay storyline. This character is a very controversial, controversial storyline. Now, how he's connected to the Days family may trigger a little bit people, but let me tell you where he's from. He's from Mongolia, and he's the first character in the storyline that doesn't have the Days name, the DEYS name, and he provides a very controversial view with many other family members, and he gets along with some family members, and thus I've created like a really cool final character storyline, and yeah, and he's related. He has strong, strong relations with some family members, and he doesn't really get along with some family members. How he came into the Days family was very, very controversial as well, and it's also a kind of a ties in with the storyline of Life of Monty. So during Mr. Monty's supernatural and paranormal activity bounty hunting days, there is a little kerfuffle going on in Mongolia involving a certain character, and it's also a little bit of a love story going on in this kind of storyline. So he ends up doing this and that, and then I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, because when I've completed the entire storyline arc of all things and put it on a website or something like that, for you guys to see and check out. By the way, there is no book, there is no web page, there is no kind of area where you can see all these storylines being worked on. All these storylines will be in video diary format. A very unique way of telling a story. So it's going to be me talking on a camera and explaining my storyline. And you, the audience, if you're interested, all you have to do is listen and watch. Kind of like a podcast or something like that, or kind of like that kind of stuff, but all in video format. As you all know, I'm unemployed from the UK. I'm almost 33, which is kind of scary to think of that. I'm unemployed. I don't have the production value to create a live stream website or create a website where I can show you in art form and things like that. I don't have the money to do that. Simple as. I don't have the money to do that. So, you know, plus, a lot of people say to me, you gotta write it down, you gotta this and that, but I've been working on this storyline since 2007, by the way. So don't call me a crazy man, and don't assume that I'm using a different identity. I'm actually not breaking the rules, by the way, because I'm using my own characters that I've created as a character for Twitch and YouTube and other multiverses. And you people, you fucks out there who get the wrong idea, wants to ban that ID. You know? Well, newsflash, I'm doing the right thing, so whatever. Few other things that's been happening besides me completing the roleplay storyline. I've just been recovering really. I've not been ill. I've just been like recovering because it's been almost 9 to 10 years since my mum's passing, and I basically said to all my family, friends, and everybody who's involved that I'm in mourning. Like I'm in mourning. Hence the black clothes every day. Hence the worst living conditions every day. I'm in mourning. I'm a very patient person, individual. Like, and I don't do that crap and say goodbye to my mother. You know, I can't just do that. I can't do that, ladies and gentlemen. I can't. It hurts me. It kills me inside. Because I have a fear right here. I have a fear, and that fear is, let's just say I say goodbye to my mom right now. I say goodbye, bye, and move on. Years ahead, months ahead, days ahead, many years ahead, probably 20, 30 years ahead. One day, I'll get a dream, or a thought, or a hallucination, or something of a kind. And my mum will be popped up in that hallucination. She'll say to me, "Why did you forget about me?" That is what will kill me even more. That is what will lead me to a suicidal, state-minded person. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, since 2014, I tried to kill myself almost 32 times. Yes, that's right, 32 times. I'm not a family man. I don't have a girlfriend or a, wife or anything like that. I choose not to have any of those things. Because it's a waste of time. A waste of time. By the way, totally off topic, shout out to the ex-wife for having tainted blood. Like, she has tainted blood now, so it's like a tread carefully on that area, you see. Tainted blood humans are very, very delicate. You got to have some, feel sorry for them, because they tainted blood people that cannot eat certain things and drink certain things now. It's kind of like, my blood is now tainted. Be careful, because it can spread to the many others in the family. So, to the ex-wife, who you guys probably know of, or probably don't know of, and I know, a lot of people will get triggered. Like I can almost see it right now. A lot of people are scrunching a piece of paper, ripping off a piece of paper, pacing up and down the hallway, and in a mad accent, in a mad way. I'm saying, why the hell is he calling her the ex-wife? Even though I've not made a move on her or anything like that. Not yet, by the way. But you just gotta fantasize. You gotta fantasize of what if. I always fantasize a lot. Like, I'm fantasizing about something right now that's totally illegal and totally, I shouldn't say it, but every time when I think about it, I just go into a nice little trance and think about what if, you know, what if, and this fantasy thought has four endings, has four kind of scenarios. It depends which one you want to choose. You want to choose 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you choose any of those things, many things will happen. But every time when I think about these fantasy thoughts, I think about the four scenarios, if you ask me, of what if. Unfortunately, I'm going to announce it right now. My ex-wife is now like kind of an alternate reality. I'm moving on, I'm moving on from all this. I just gotta pay the crimes, And she is unfortunately now an alternate reality, and a reality that almost happened but never happened. And I'm just moving on from it, And yeah, I learnt a lot. I learnt a lot. I lost a lot. I've done many bad things in my life during this phase, and yeah, it's now becoming clear to me that she's becoming a reality that that would have happened but never happened. An alternate reality of what if. But now she's now a reality that never happened. That's all I can say about that. So it's safe to say I'm moving on, and I hope she's moving on. And yeah, but if we ever do meet again, like most likely never, but we're just gonna act like adults, we act like normal people. So there's that, dealing with probation stuff and things like that, and many other things like that. So yeah, she's pretty much an alternate reality which never happened, and I'm back to phase 1, back to phase 1. And now for me, I'm going to go years ahead now. Many people are going to be triggered and hurt by this, and very, why, the kind of questions, because why? It's my own life choices. But I'm just going to be in the same situation, I had a conversation a long time ago with a friend of mine, and he was very strongly agreeing on this. I says to him, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years, 40 years, most likely I'll be in the same situation that I am today. Most likely. Meaning, I'll be still unemployed. I'll have no money in my bank account. I'll have no riches, not even a roof over my head, because time will change, you see. And the fourth thing is not a single human being will care about that. And the fifth thing, it's very sad to think about it, but the fifth thing is pretty much a permanent kind of thought in my mind. Like, nothing decent will happen to me, most likely. I'll just go old and that's it, live free. I'm probably living in a ditch or something like that. I'll probably live somewhere, terrible and something like that. But guarantee you, no roof over my head. I've been unemployed since 2005. I basically left school with no educations because school and health information kind of collided and to a misunderstanding. Most people don't know what a state-mentored child is. In plain English, I'm a retard. And when I was born, I didn't have the brain power to understand anything of a kind. And that's why I have no life skills. I have no, any skills whatsoever. So, yeah, it's kind of interfered with my life, and that's why I plead to everybody involved during my case with my ex-wife that can you please speak in plain English so I can understand a thing or two what's going on. Even today, even right now, I don't even understand what's going on. Even right now, I don't even understand. But that's that, ladies and gentlemen. That's that. It's kind of a big deal, but learning difficulties get in the way. There's a difference between learning difficulties and learning disabilities. The one that I've got is a learning difficulty, and not many people understand the learning difficulty side. They just ridicule and say it's made up and all that. But when the doctors tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when the doctors tell you what I actually have, then you're going to be distraught and very, very crazy. You're just going to break into insanity, because that's going to be my future, ladies and gentlemen. I have no means of support in the future. I lost my best friend in 2014, and now I'm alone and whatnots. I'm just trying to make people laugh, And nobody wants the laughing, man. Nobody wants to have a laugh with a clown, They just have no love for the clown, And by the way, this might be my last stream for a while, because I tried to promise you guys, I tried to, I tried to say to you guys the next time I stream, I might have a PS5, but then I broke that kind of promise, and I kind of ruined it by my gambling obsession. Which is, by the way, a past kind of thing, not to be confused with current events. Yeah. I don't really have a PlayStation 5 anymore because I've got no means of getting one. And so therefore I can't really stream or anything like that. But the next time I talk to you, maybe in a different situation, So, yeah, sorry to burst the bubble and all that. And if you got this far watching this video on YouTube, then GG to you. Just giving you a little situation, a danger situation. But in plain English, my life is fucked. I don't have a job, I don't have anything. Cost of living is high over the roof. It costs £12 to get a sandwich and chips and a drink. It costs over £20 to get the main food, like fish and chips and burgers and whatnots here in my world. Whereas you, behind the camera, you're living in peace. You're living like it never happened. You're living and you're laughing at me. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself, because one day, something will happen. I don't know. I don't know that. Something will happen. I might get a grant, or I might get some sort of funds to stand on my own 2 feet, but in plain English, since 2005, I'm unable to stand on my own 2 feet and look after myself. I have to rely on people, you know? And they don't want to talk to me, they don't want to speak to me. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But, anywho's, there's the sad part over. Where am I going to be? Well, where am I going to be after maybe a few weeks of this stream being up on Twitch? I'm going to be on TikTok, making random stories and random TikTok and stuff like that. I'm going to be wandering about in the afterlife, you know? I don't know. But I hope you guys have enjoyed my TikTok adventures and all that. But I just want to say, in an alternate reality of what if, I wish he was my 321st following, and she was my 123 follower, and she was my 321 321 like to my TikTok. But that reality is long gone now, Monty. Unfortunately, that's how life rolls. Get busy living, or get busy dying. Thanks for watching. TikTok action begins now. Oh, and by the way, you have a good day. Otherwise, I'm going to come over there and beat the living crap out of you if you don't have a good day. See you in the future.